Let's look at double angle formulas. Okay, so I have sine of 2 times theta, 2 sine theta cosine theta, cosine of 2 times theta, tangent of 2 times theta. Now, what's nice about the cosine of double angle is that I actually have 3. I can use cosine squared minus sine squared, or I can use 2 cosine squared minus 1, or I could use 1 minus 2 sine squared. Just depends. They're all equivalent. So let's look at this. If sine of theta is 3/5 and theta lies in quadrant 2. Okay, first of all, what do we know about quadrant 2 points? Quadrant 2 points have negative x's and positive y's. Okay, so negative x's and excuse me, and positive y's. If sine theta is 3/5, if sine theta equals 3/5, now on the unit circle you will not find a y of 3/5, which means this is not on the unit circle, which means that this sine is y over r. R is always positive, which means that r is equal to 5, y will be 3. Well, if I know r and I know y, I better go figure out what x is. So I've got r squared equals x squared plus y squared. So I have 5 squared plus x equals x squared plus 3 squared. Move your 9 over by subtracting. Now I want to know what is the value of x, not x squared, which does mean I have to take the square root. But when I take the square root, you have to draw the plus and the minus. So now here's the question, well, which one do I take? Remember we talked about that it's a quadrant 2 angle. The x values are negative, which means I'm going to say x is negative 4. Here we go. X is negative 4. So I have my r, I have my y, and I have my x. What I want to find is I want to find sine of 2 theta. Using my equation from above, sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. Okay? Well, that means it's equal to 2 times sine theta. I was told sine theta is 3/5. Cosine theta. If sine doesn't lie on the unit circle, then cosine doesn't either. So that means that cosine is going to be at x over r. So that means I have 2 times 3/5. X we found to be negative 4. R we found to be 5. So that means x is negative 4, r is 5. Multiply our values out. So you can make this 2 into 2 over 1 and just multiply your fractions. The 3 and the negative 4, it's negative 12 times 2, negative 24. 5 and 5 and 1, 25. So sine of 2 theta is negative 24/25. Very good. Let's use these same values and find another function. So this was part A. Let's look now at part B. Part B says find cosine of 2 theta. Well, cosine of 2 theta. It depends. I mean, which equation do you want to use? It doesn't matter, really. We can use any of them. So let's just use the first one, because it's listed right here. Cosine squared theta minus sine squared. So I have cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Alright. Well, cosine squared, it's cosine times cosine. Or it's x over r squared. Because cosine is x over r. Sine squared is sine theta times sine theta. But that's okay, because I was told sine theta was 3/5. Well, I know x. We found that earlier. X is negative 4. R is 5. minus 3/5 squared. When you have when you have a fraction squared, you square the top, you square the bottom. Negative 4 squared, 16. 5 squared, 25. Bring your subtraction symbol down. 3 squared, 9. 5 squared, 25. You do have a common denominator so that we can make this into 16 minus 9 over 25. Simplify your fraction to give you 7/25. So that cosine of 2 theta is equal to 7/25. Next, let's work with tangent of 2 theta. Tangent of 2 theta. Tangent of 2 theta, the equation is 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent squared theta. Alright, well, tangent, I know that this is 2. Tangent is y over x. And if you have a function squared, then you have its value simply just squared. Y over x. Okay, that means I have 2 times. Y was 3. Is that right? Let's look. Yeah, y was 3. Over x, negative 4. 1 minus 3 over negative 4 quantity squared. Okay, again, you can treat this too like a fraction, top times top, bottom times bottom. So we get 6 over negative 4 over 1 minus 3 squared, that's 9. Negative 4 squared, that's 16. Okay, so I have, let's see, I have 6 over negative 4. 1 minus 9/16 will give you 16 over 16 here for the 1. 16 minus 9 will give you the 7/16. Fraction division becomes fraction multiplication by multiplying by the reciprocal or flip of the denominator. So we get 16, So we get 16 times 6, which will give you 96 over 4 times 7, negative, right? Simplify 96 divided by a negative 28. The simplified fraction will be negative 24/7. When you answer, always bring that negative to the top, okay? So that means that tangent of 2 theta is equal to negative 24/7. Okay. Let's see, very good. Next, let's look at a couple more here. This time, what is it that you have? Let's look. This time, notice, this is find the exact value. This equation looks awfully familiar. It looks like this one, doesn't it? It looks like this side of the equation. If you line this up, right, this looks like 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent squared theta. Line this up. What must theta be? Well, it looks like theta is pi over 8. And this portion of the equation is equal to tangent of 2 theta. Okay? So I can say that this is equal to tangent of 2 theta. Well, I know what theta is now, so I can say that this is tangent of 2 times pi over 8. Oh, okay, well that's just tangent 2 pi over 8. Well, 2 pi over 8 simplifies into pi over 4. Y over x, right, for tangent. At pi over 4, y, square root of 2 over 2, divided by x, square root of 2 over 2, will give you a 1. So my value here is 1. at another one, kind of the same exact idea, except instead of dealing with radians this time, we're going to deal with degrees. So again, this looks awfully familiar. It looks like 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent squared theta. So here it looks like theta is 22.5 degrees. Well, this, lining it up, is equal to tangent of 2 theta. So that means that this is tangent of 2 times 22.5 degrees. That means that this is tangent of 45 degrees. Well, 45 degrees is the same thing as pi over 4, which is the same thing as the last problem, which means that we're going to get square root of 2 over 2 over square root of 2 over 2, which will give you 1.